So hi, this is Tejraj and I'm representing from Planet Farm AI. So today we are going to discuss about a very important and practical topic. So that is crop mapping at scale from village to district using satellite and AI. So in this session, I will not only explain the technology, but also show you how it actually helps in real world agriculture problem. So let's start with it. So before starting the webinar, so let's we preview a small video to understand this concept more easily. So before jumping into the solution, let's understand the problem. So in today's agriculture, one of the biggest challenges is lack of accurate and timely data. So if I ask a simple question, how much sugarcane is grown in particular village? So most of the time, we don't have exact answer. Why? Because traditional methods are just we are using manual surveys, field visits, paper-based records, and taking the data from government records. So these methods are generally costly, they are not scalable, and most important, they are not real time. And along with it, they are much time consuming. So for example, if someone wants to survey one village, it is possible. Yes, it's possible. But if we are talking about 100 villages or full district, then it becomes much difficult and slow. And by the data, this time is collected here. So you cannot manage what you can measure. So if we don't know what is happening on the ground, we cannot plan properly. So for example, if we are having one sugar factory, and if the factory doesn't know that how much cane availability is in the perimeter of the factory area, so they cannot plan the crushing properly. So that's why crop mapping plays an important role here. So now let's understand why crop mapping is important. So crop mapping means identifying which crop is grown, where it is grown, and how much area is under the cultivation of any specific crop. So now imagine if we have this data at large scale, that is at village level, at taluka level, district level. So this will help us in better planning, along with it better decision making, and also it will reduce the uncertainty of the data we are having. For example, if government will having the all data of this village, district and state, so it will help them in better planning, better decision making, and also government can plan the procurement of the data, or sorry, procurement of the raw material. Industries can plan their crushing and other processing activities, and farmer can get the better advisory. So instead of guessing, we start working with actual data. And today, as we all know that agriculture is moving toward the data driven farming, so this becomes very critical here. So at Planet Farm AI, what we offer? So we provide satellite and AI based crop intelligence platform. So what is the importance and why this platform means? So we use satellite imagery. So as we all know that what is satellite? So satellite is just in simpler term, we can say eye in the sky that don't tell lie. So whatever present in the earth surface, satellite track it on the live basis. And what is the role of AI here? So AI, that is artificial intelligence. So satellite just clicks the images and it provides you the pictorial data. but to extract the required or necessary information from that image is the main role performed by artificial intelligence. So to automatically detect which crops are present at which area and to generate the insights in the easily understandable form, we use AI here. So just like Google Maps shows the roads, buildings, we use satellite data to understand the crops, crop status, crop presence, crop area prediction. So our platform help the users to identify crop type, to measure the crop area, to monitor the crop health. And one of the biggest advantages, this is done remotely. So we don't need to send our team to any physical spot. We don't need to conduct a physical field survey. So which is again time consuming. It will takes my lots of times. And until I complete the physical survey of full area. So the point from where I start, that again the crop insight get changed there due to the shifting of season. But in case of satellite, we can track real-time insight of the farm by sitting in the office only. So how it's work? So let me explain. Satellite, first of all, we just collect the satellite data. So actually satellite is already present in the sky. So daily it captures images of the Earth's surface. So we just procure that satellite images which are captured by the satellite. And again, by using our own defined AI algorithms, machine learning models, we clean and process that data. Okay, and after processing our AI models and applications, we use our train models to identify the cropping patterns. For example, where sugarcane is present, where wheat is present, where guava is present, where there is horticulture crops. So after doing this crop classification, by using the term known as spectral signatures. So as we know that we can see different objects from our eye, but we can distinguish each and every object. So this is animal, this is plant, this is a table, this is chair. So similarly, by using the spectral signature, we can detect different type of crops and their insights. And last one is output generation. So we generate maps and report in the form of interactive dashboards for easy understanding. For example, I would like to tell that each crop our eye is able to distinguish differently. Similarly, by using our AI models, satellite is also able to distinguish different crops. So it can clearly state that this is a wheat, this is a pomegranate, and this is a grapes. So one of our biggest strength here is scalability. So we can map at different levels at a single time. Even we can work from acres to hectares to the whole district and states. So we work on individual farm also, at village level also, at taluka level also, and also we are having the capacity to work at district and state level. So this is very important because most of our solutions work only at the small level. But in real world, industries, governments, they need a large scale data insights. For example, just as I mentioned previously, one sugar factory is having almost a command area of 40,000 to 50,000 hectares area. So just take into consideration that person visiting that all 40,000 or 50,000 hectares area and mapping each farm physically and collecting insights. So this is not possible at a large scale. But by using satellite, we can monitor all the 40,000 or 50,000 hectares of farm within a single day. So manual mapping is almost impossible at that case, but here satellite and AI, we can cover whole or entire data in an efficient way. So here you can see that sugar factory, or you can see here crop classification map. So this is the state of Maharashtra. You can see in this map. So here we can predict that different colors here indicate the different crop patterns. So these are classified by using satellite and artificial intelligence. Again, second segment is farm boundary. So to detect area of any crop, one of the most important parameters that we need to detect the farm boundary, because crop detection is good, but again area estimation is a big challenge in front of us. So for doing proper area estimation, farm boundary mapping is very important factor here. So these different colors as shown in the map, they represent different crops and condition. So it helps us in easy understanding and quick decision making. So instead of reading the tables and reports, you can visually see that what is happening on the ground. Even a non-technical person can understand this by using the maps. So crop area and production. So once we have crop mapping, we can estimate the crop area as well as we can predict the crop production. So this is very useful for the agri-processing businesses like sugar factories, tea factories, coffee factories, different type of food processing industries, government agency. So if we all know the area under any of the crop presents, we can estimate the expected yield. So this helps in what we say supply chain planning, logistics planning, and along with it, it can be helpful in resource allocation. So here, this reduces the risk and it improves our efficiency. So what are the benefits of this? So already we are working with 90+% accuracy. So that means we can detect crops, we can predict area, we even along with that, we can predict the harvesting time or harvesting period, that during which month how much data will get harvested and others. So here first and most important, that near real-time monitoring is done. So we get updated data regularly. So that means we don't provide the data which have been surveyed previously. So here we provide updated data week-wise, month-wise, or we can say quarter-wise. Again, there is high accuracy. So as we all know that AI is a self-learning algorithm. So it automatically increases accuracy along with the time. Third one is scalability. So just in the previous slide, we have seen that we had covered the whole state of Maharashtra. So it is simply easier for us to cover any of the large area here. And the most important is cost effective. So here it reduces our machinery cost, it reduces our manual cost, it reduces our traveling and labor cost. So that's why large scalability at the minimum price. So overall it saves times, it reduces the cost, and it improves decision making process. So this is one of our case study from the Keria Ranpur from the Gujarat. So now let's look at the real example. So we work here on area of almost 680 hectares in this Keria Ranpur village. So by using our platform, we detected different type of crops. So as in this pictorial representation, we can see we had detected different type of crops like groundnut, maize, wheat. So along with this, we also detected which crop is having how much area under its cultivation. Again, we generated different type of insights. So this helps stakeholders understand the actual ground situation. So without this, they would have relied on the assumption. But here there is no need for any assumption. This proves the practical value of the solution. So now, why one of the most important question here, that why to choose planetary farming? So we had already proven ourselves at different type of platforms at different levels. We had worked with governments, private entities, as well as agri-businesses. So along with it, we had also received a number of awards for our this kind of work. So we are already award-winning company. Next one is we are having our expertise in remote sensing and artificial intelligence. We are having our capable teams, technical team as well as agronomical teams. And third one is we provide scalable solutions. Also, we are having the customization factor here. So scalable and customizable solution, and major important that it is cost effective. And last one is sustainable agriculture. So we just don't provide the data. Our focus is on solving the real world problems. So not just showing our technology, but to deal with the real world problem. So we are planning to expand all over the India to provide such kind of sustainable solutions throughout the farming and business sector. So these are some of our parameters for our future vision. So already we are working with real-time crop monitoring, but we need to cover or increase our scalability in this case. So again, disease and pest detection. So this is one of the very important phenomenon, that to detect the pest or disease in any field. So by using satellite. So as we all know that in the large crops or in the tall crops or in the dense crop, the person or farmer cannot physically visit each and every plant and can diagnose the disease. But by using the satellite and special pest indices, we can detect disease, we can diagnose disease, and we also provide the recommendations. And most important is predictive analytics. So predictive analytics is very important to provide advisory services. And in future, we are planning for farmers and industries, they will depend on the data like this. And our aim is to provide this data and to be a part of this transformation in the segment of precision agriculture. So thank you everyone for your time and attention.